Welcome back, folks. Game 4 is over. We're getting into Game 5. It's a 5-game series. So, I mean, we're here. This is it. There's no more. This is the moment. This is the ending. This is the time, etc.
This is still the semi-finals. That's the big key. Still the semi-finals. Winner of this has to face off against Eager in a best-of-5 tomorrow, and the winner of that will be going to the World Championships for the Xbox Invitational.
It would be fantastic. Don't forget, this is just one leg. There's a couple of other ways the teams can qualify, but right now it's all about Juice versus Release, and Juice immediately says, no Xiangque.
I'll be honest, right? It's a rough time casting 5 games in a row that go that long.
No way.
But playing 5 games in a row that go that long, that hurts. That is hurt. And both teams have done the exact same thing back-to-back now. They've had the game and thrown it away.
You know, I'm ready to go. We can play a best of 11. We can play a best of 31 if you want. I'm down.
Let's play Game of Throws.
I'm down.
Let's just game go.
You want to do 20 more games?
Sure,
Let's go tell Juice.
Why not?
Juice, you guys are now playing a best of 31.
They'll still throw until the last game.
Dust doesn't look too.
He doesn't look too pleased
seem
about
to care, actually.
Dan likes it, though.
Dan, on the other hand, he wants to admin till the cows come home. He's ready to go.
He loves admin. Hades banned away. They don't want to give that one to Clow this time, or see the solo assisting foot on that one either.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the first time we've seen that Hades really banned. But Isis Nuwa still available, not banned out this time by Release Gaming.
We'll see what the last ban is coming out from Release. Nobody wants to play against Hell. That's for sure.
It's such an awkward situation because you're like, why do we ban? Because like we feel like we were winning that game early. All right, the new wall ban. So shots at Dust again. Makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Dust and Purified have really just been the backbones for this team. TeeVee has shown up, Transonics has shown up, and Gili has done things. But Purified and Dust are really who I've been looking at for the entirety of this series.
Purified is on the screen right now. That last game was not a great game from him, and he'll admit that himself, I'm sure, when he comes off air. But the Kraken at the end was a big impact.
Exactly.
Like, that whole game to get one good Kraken, okay.
Sure.
But still, you know?
But he still makes
it
count when it needs to count.
Ice is taken away as well from Purified in the mid lane there. Could look for the Poseidon here, but the Geb also. Gili's not working out on Khepri for me. I don't think it's worked out as well. I'd like to see him go elsewhere than the Khepri pick.
Get the Sun Wukong, so we'll see Dust one more time on the Sun Wukong.
Maybe a Giannis here for Juice. Won't be the worst pick
I
in
like
the
the
world.
Giannis. Oh, we're gonna see the Khepri one more time. I'm in agreement with you, Hindu man. I've seen Giliar play on some of the other picks, and they've been more impactful than the Khepri.
The Geb was a lot stronger than his Khepri play. From what I felt like, every time I was speaking about it, I felt very positive. But with the Khepri, didn't feel like he was doing much most of the time. Yep. He didn't really feel like he was making as much of an impact, especially when Release Gaming seems to know how to deal with Khepri, which is take a lot of gods with jumps to get away from those roots.
You know, Xing doesn't seem too bothered here. We take a look at Xing. He seems just happy as always. And then you've got Xing on the left side as well.
Cloud doesn't look very happy right now.
Cloud
looks
man,
yeah. Man, really? Well, I can't play. Who am I going to play if I haven't got Hades?
Can we take a look at Cloud? Actually, I just want to see.
That is Cloud.
There he is. Yeah, he seems a little bit more pensive. Actually, he just looks tired.
I think everybody's tired, and everybody at the same time. They're a little bit more pensive because they just, had a really rough game where they were like, "Hey, we're winning! Hey, oops."
Yeah, Cloud's definitely
actually
feeling
the story of that game was the story of their comms in that game, that little listening we did, where they went, "Stop DPS, stop DPS." Oops, and they lost the game. That's it's the same sort of way.
Yeah.
You were having fun, and it all went wrong.
Guan Yu selected by Release. We're in our second round of bans. Release bans out the Poseidon from Purified.
Love that Freya shot.
And Juice Gaming bans out the Freya, thankfully.
Crey the Outlaw had a very good game on there. That was the strongest I've seen Crey the Outlaw today. He's had some good games in the other ones, but that Freya game really shined, and it showed why Juice was banning it against him too.
Yeah, Freya was really powerful on the side of Release, being played by Crey the Outlaw. So, intelligent ban coming out from Juice. I even like how they positioned it. It wasn't as high profile as the Hades or the Xiangque, but definitely something you want to take off the board. So Hou Yi being selected by Release.
And Hou Yi, an easy go-to god. I mean, for the most part, great control in fights. Big circle AoE ultimate with those suns coming down too. Can really impact a big in fight, especially with circle protection and cataclysm there too.
Yeah, he's just a strong hunter, both PC and Xbox. Earlier, if you guys watched the first set today, that was Hotbo's go-to god, was really able to make things happen on it. And Release, they're going to be able to play it as well. Thor! This character has been banned out so much, and we finally get to see
Every
Thor.
game this set between the two, Thor got banned out in the counter-ban phase, but this time around we're going to see it picked up.
And the Scylla.
Now, Purified has a very, very strong Scylla play.
He does.
He's very strong on it, and he can make good impacts with this one too. Along with a Khepri for extra support on him, makes it very difficult to lock him down.
Lispy going to be playing that Cabrakan one more time. Made an impact last time around, we saw it. But the Scylla and the Thor combo, here's the thing. We haven't got to see Thor played at all this set. It's been banned out or otherwise not picked. And the Scylla is interesting as well, because Scylla in general, not even just this set or this platform, but Scylla has sort of fallen from the ranks in favor of gods with good wave clear, like Isis and Poseidon and Shockwave even finding a way in there. Scylla, her wave clear is flat out not strong.
As you can tell by watching all the games we've cast today and the previous set before as well of Eager Elevate, the games generally go a little bit longer, which means you get a little bit later builds.
Exactly, that's what I was getting to, is that Scylla's early game is just non-existent. The wave clear is not strong. But as soon as she hits level 8, things start happening. And a lot of times, characters are level 12, 13, 14 in these past 4 games before things actually start to happen anyway. You will get a couple of kills, you'll get a first blood and a response, and then a Gold Fury skirmish. And then everything's quiet until 17, 18 minutes. And if I'm a Scylla, fine.
But they've got a Thor in this as well, so they can just weather the storm until that point as well. Exactly. Is a big key. Plus a Khepri, which will keep them alive a little bit longer too. So talking about matchups between these two teams here, we'll see some Wukong in the solo lane up against, I believe, it's Guan, which is a bench repeat of what we've seen before already. So nothing too exciting there. We won't see any invade this time around, I don't think, from release.
You say nothing too exciting. I am thinking the opposite.
Really?
2 games on the side of Juice. 2 games on the side of Release. Folks, this is a best-of-5 series, and we are at game number 5. One of these teams is going to the finals tomorrow to take on Eager, and one of them will be fighting for 3rd place. It's all down to just a single game.
All
we'll
down
see who
to just
takes
a
it.
single game, and we said that a minute ago. Last game I said Juice Gaming have to win 2 best-of-1s. Well, they won the first one. They're just going to win a second one now to advance them to face off against Eager. Tell you what, Eager, though, they'll be taking plenty of pages out of these books because these two have had to show a lot of their hand that they might not have wanted to begin with.
Exactly. What a great point. You win in 3 games. You win in 3 games. You win 2 very strong games, and then repeat your comp the 3rd game, right? It is a very good deal going into the finals. In fact, Eager only needed 4 games. They lost a single game, and then they wound up winning, right? That was all good for Eager. Here, not only has Juice or Release, whoever winds up in the finals, had to play all 5 matches, Hindu, but they've been long, I'm going to borrow a phrase from Bart here, they've been barn burners. And because of that, everything's on the table. If there are secrets left, I mean, where are they?
Well, they're all on the board, I'm pretty sure. That's pretty much how it's going to be this game. As we start this one off once again, no crazy starts this time round. Everyone just going back to traditional sort of starting mentality here. I don't expect to see invades. We're going to see some Wukong versus Guan over in the right-hand lane. That's going to be a farm fest, especially with Dust on an equal playing field with no invade this time round, not like last game. Mid lane, Scylla versus Isis. Well, Isis, I guarantee you, will have the push power in this lane for the majority of it. And then you'll see Scylla just continue to soak up. As the game goes on, Scylla definitely becomes a different monster.
Yeah, as I said, Scylla, probably not until level 8 or so does Crush really start taking out the wave as a mage wants it to. But
surprised they didn't go straight for those left harpies and just drop him immediately. Instead, they're going to try and soak the wave and keep him pinned there, which could potentially cause some problems on that left-hand side.
Crey taking a lot of poke, finds himself at half HP.
I think Juice just gave up left-hand harpies there without realizing it, because they went to that lane and put the pressure on in the mid, but they're not going to be able to keep the pressure, which means they've given away mid harpies for completely free when they could have taken them on the last wave, before the last wave even arrived.
Yeah, looks like it.
It's more respect there than anything else. Yeah. Like, well, I say respect, but over-respect is the big issue.
Sure.
It's one of those things of like, don't make too many mistakes, you know?
Yeah, Juice had no interest in taking those, instead just going right to the back harps.
But it will slow them down on hitting level 5, which means Thor will be a little bit slower, Cabrakan a little bit quicker too. And if he goes to those back harpies on the left, which he is doing now, well, it's going to make Thor take it even longer to get himself online.
One thing that I am happy about for the Juice guys is that they do have Transonics on the Xbalanque. This character has been very, very powerful. And on the other side of things, I'm very happy for Release because of Shing or Lispy rather on Cabrakan. I like what the character brings to the team. I like how he fits into the composition. And frankly, Hindu man, I like how Lispy plays this character.
I like the way Lispy plays this character, yeah, but the problem is this time around it's a little bit difficult to find the picks.
Sure.
Last time it was an Isis and a new war. Potential targets there to blink and initiate and kill him. Try that on a Scylla, and she'll immediately jump away from you with the Sentinel.
Yeah, that's very true.
Very, very difficult. You try to do that against a Xbalanque, immediately rise in Jaguar. It's not an easy task.
We'll take a look at how effective Shing Lispy winds up being. Still partnered up here in the middle is Purified and TeeVee. Level 4 on the Scylla. 5s across the street for the jungler and the mid laner.
To be expected, pretty much. And this is the story once again for Juice Gaming. Looks like Dust did get a bit of a beatdown once more over in this right-hand lane. Expected that to go a little bit more even this time round, especially because he didn't get denied early. But looks like assisting Foot is definitely assisting his teammates right now.
Yeah, the Guan Yu pick, always a strong one. Whether it be in the solo or the jungle. It's a character that has multiple applications. Here, we've only seen him played in the solo lane, however. Jungle, a little bit more flavorful, I suppose.
Yeah, for 3 minutes in is pretty much what I expected, apart from maybe just seeing that Juice give up the left-hand Harpies there. Nice little poke from Crey. He's really feeling himself now. He's starting to find his stride on this stage for him. First game, he looks a little bit awash, a little bit away with it.
Yeah.
Did his job, but now you can really see that he's quite happy to go aggressive.
Once that Freya game came out, Hindu, he's feeling completely different. There's something else. Something awoke.
But it's such a big ask after 250-plus minute games in a row to go back in and start at level 1 for a 3rd time in a row, let alone the first 2 games that went down that weren't necessarily short by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, that's true. All of our games here have been rather long. 25-plus.
Sit down, get a popcorn, boys, because I expect this one with a Scylla on the table as well. Probably going to go about the same sort of length.
Watch, now Release just finishes up in 18 minutes.
Oh, you calling Release to win then?
No.
You just did.
You just did. Hypotheticals.
You just did.
Hypotheticals.
You just said watch Release finish in 18 minutes.
I was being sardonic. You got to cool your jets there, Hindu man. This is an even game. It's game 5. For me, everything's even.
It is.
For me, I forget. Well, I don't as a commentator, but as a player, I forget about the past 4 games. This is a best of 1. Whoever wins, wins.
Release Gaming once again got right Harpies and left Harpies. Once again, Juice Gaming sat back and just waited and watched. They didn't want to go aggressive on it again.
No reason.
I'm surprised because if they do group up now that they both level, they've both got their ultimates online, there's a ton of damage over on that side to go effective, be aggressive with.
Sure. Just no reason. No reason. As I said, it's a single game. It is a single game.
Quick trips back to base for most. Speed buff being taken by TeeVee here. He could look for an opportunity on the Guan Yu on the right-hand side, but with that cavalry charge still being available, it's not going to be an easy task to try and bring him down over there. So I'm just going to share experience once again in the jungle. Meanwhile, they may be looking for a Gold Fury here, F-Dot.
Now we do see Release starting things up. They have an Isis ultimate, which, as we all
they don't know. They don't know.
Strong help when it comes to popping this down.
No one knows on the side of Juice Gaming. They've got absolutely no clue this is going
Gili's
on.
Here doing minions in the lane. Release Gaming with a bunch of ultimates.
What a great call.
The Gold Fury. Transonics passes by, thinks he sees some particle effects. He shows up. He goes, yeah, team. They did it.
They did gold, and it was a really good play from them. What they saw there clearly, what was the big thing, was Purified gave away a signal. He showed himself rotate back over to the right-hand back Harpies there to support Thor. He showed himself do that. And by doing that and the mid wave being pushed all the way into the tower, they got it for free. Oh.
Actually, might be trouble for the other player. Freya taken down by Transonics. The first kill of the game goes to the Xbalanque. And Transonics winds up with 5 extra power.
Well, Xbalanque gets 5 extra power, but a Gold Fury for the whole team. I'm pretty sure Release Gaming will be okay with that as well. So you can see the golden experience definitely still in their favor, even though they lost first blood. It was a good response from Juice, though, and an important one at that.
Important for sure. Right now, Purified now at level 8. All of the conversation that we had earlier, all of the pretense about Purified, Scylla being trouble, pop. Now, sure, that was done by TeeVee. But next time we see Scylla take out the wave, it should be effective.
Didn't really mention as well what we saw started on Crey the Outlaw on this Ho-Yi. He just started Death Toll and Boots, and now he's got 2,500 in the bank, but hold that thought, TeeVee, up in the air.
Nah, he's not able to find the solo laner. Too many people in mid. He'll just come down.
Plays it safe, chooses not to. They do get the ult, but that's about it.
With that in mind, though, Release saw that.
Yep.
Release know that the Thor ultimate is down.
Blink, initiation, can they find it? That's the question. They're looking for Gili, but no ultimate coming out from Cabrakan there. He didn't find the prime target. It looks like Lispy's really struggling a little bit with those blinks. He's not getting them as crisp as we've seen him do it earlier on in the tournament.
Yeah. As we said, I mean, it's the marathon. These games started... Wow. I mean, it's 7 o'clock p.m. here in Atlanta. When did we start this particular set? 3?
I have no idea. All I know is there's still smite going on. The right harpies have gone down. Left one's dropped to Release as well. So the experience in gold should still be going in their favor, especially after that gold fury. And now we see Release trying to turn it up a little bit more. Lispy going to try and steal away the purple buff on the left-hand side. They're going to be too late to find it. I'm pretty sure it's going to drop now.
There it is. Yep. Successful invade coming out from the guys on the Release, but here comes Purified.
Just not finding the abilities. Gili's not been able to find these roots, unfortunately, on Khepri every single time. All the damage off it, too. He's found the abducts now and again, but he's sometimes been punished for it. There you go, an abduct again, but it miscommunicated, so the Sikkim doesn't land, and so the fight washes.
You say miscommunication, I say missed ability. Either way,
which one?
Doesn't come up correctly.
The Sikkim?
Yeah.
The Sikkim and the abduct went off at exactly the same time.
Oh, okay.
And so the Sikkim missed.
For my eyes, but as we said, it's been a long day. Purified looked like he fired it a little bit late. But at the end of the day, it's about the product.
Oh, TeeVee's trying to make a play in mid lane here because he's got a rotation coming around the back from Gili too.
Oh, there it is. I'm a monster. Is
oh, the Aegis was perfectly timed from Clow. Spirit Ball connects. TeeVee's in trouble. Needs to jump away. No, Tremors comes out and picks him up. Now Gilly's going to walk away, but Lispy's going to continue the chase. The route is good. He will live 1 for 1.
Death by Aegis.
That Aegis from Clow. Ooh.
Absolutely. Just pure reaction speed. You got to get it up for Clow. That was instantaneously understood what was going on.
He had choices. He had choices. So many. He could have gone for the circle protection. Yep. He could have gone for the silence, but he knew the ult was coming in from the I'm a Monster. Realizing that and prioritizing the Aegis was just smart play. Perfectly timed and completely turned the fight.
Yeah.
Completely.
Great. That was, yeah, the Aegis right there was fantastic. Fantastic.
And that was one of the first times I've really seen Juice go aggressive since like beginning of game 2, I want to say, where Juice have been the ones to react to what we've seen Release doing. But with this Thor, TeeVee's trying to make plays happen. And very, very unfortunate they don't find it, but very fortunate for Release.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? That was one of those situations where Juice has to go, okay. They didn't do anything incorrect. There was nothing incorrect out of Juice's situation there. It was just they got Aegis. Shing showed up, and that was more correct for Release, of course. But I wouldn't really change the mentality there. Isis is a fantastic target to look for. You take a look at the itemization. Isis, I mean, she's not going to have that for 90 seconds.
No, not for a while, so they may look for a little bit more aggression again in that mid lane if they can find it. And the moment the Gold Fury spawning soon in Release game, you could already see them setting up for a potential for it once more. If they can keep a stranglehold on the Gold Fury, they can keep a stranglehold on the game.
And Sonics.
Good work.
Taking a little bit of poke out of Crey.
Crey doing good work, though, just to keep the beatdown going on Transonics there. Over and over again, you can see he's starting to put the pressure on. That duo lane's been really strange between those two hunters as the game's gone on, honestly. Because it started off all Transonics for me.
Right.
Now he's starting to swing all Crey.
Yeah, it's been a swing. That Freya game really changed things, honestly.
Well, you say that, but they lost the Freya game.
They did.
That's the funny thing.
They did. It's the momentum, though.
Gold Fury, though, is available. You can see TeeVee going to swing around, soak some experience. He was trying to see if Crey was overextended, which, to be fair, he's been pushed up a hell of a lot in this lane. And I think that's what the call was just then. Gili nearly gets picked there, but a good wall comes out, saves the day.
You know, take a look at the jungle matchup. TeeVee is trailing by 2 levels, probably more accurately 1.5 levels, and about 1,000 gold.
Now, some of this is down to the mid-harpies consistently going in Release Gaming's favor to begin with. Also taking into account, he also keeps stealing away these camps in the jungle, and he also got the first blood kill of the game as well, which all impacts the gold and experience and the level difference between the two.
TeeVee going to find himself back at base.
Is that Celestial Legion home? It looks like it.
On the Cabrakan?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
So he's got penetration on it, but he's also got more survivability is the big key on that one. Physical survivability, though.
Yes, he does not want to be in trouble from the Thor or probably the Transonics Xbalanque.
I think it's the Xbalanque late game, I guess.
That's really what he's worried
But
about.
it's very early to pick that one up. That's why I'm like, maybe Male Renewal could have been more help, though. But
Dust completely forced out a lane here as Guan Yu has been able to really do whatever he wants.
yeah, he's got teleport, though. He's got teleport, but they're looking left-hand side for Crey again. They're not going to find it. Gili doesn't find the abduct there whatsoever. And now, Assailant Thor is swinging around to mid lane. He may have got spotted by Purified there, but TeeVee clearly knows about it. He's just going to wander backwards and forwards. They're looking for gold again. Looks like
Release.
it. No, wall clearing. I just saw them all swing around there at the same time for a moment. I was like, oh, here we go.
This time, Juice is ready for it. Not going to be fooled twice. Both members of the dual lane show their face near Gold Fury just in case Release was thinking about it.
At the moment as well, back to the solo lane, Release Gaming here, you can see Assisting Thor has done a very good job of keeping ahead of Dust every single time. This Guan Yu versus Sun Wukong matchup generally goes in Sun Wukong's favor for the most part, but Guan Yu's done good work here. He's got Mystical Mail online twice ahead of him in both games successfully, and this time was an even playing field too. Oh, TeeVee got picked hard, and he had to ult out. Picked hard.
He'll be safe. But that Thor
that's the key.
Which opens the window for Release to go towards the Gold Fury. There will be other players here to provide threats, but they don't have the looming Thor ultimate threat. Gold Fury already down to 50%, and we saw how impactful this was 5, 6, 7 minutes ago when Release took it with all their ultimates.
Yep.
TeeVee just barely makes it out
TeeVee
alive.
just barely make it out, but they can continue the aggression. Oh, Crey jumps in, but doesn't get hit by the Armor Monster from Purified. Ricochet does not connect. If he still keeps going, he may need to watch his back. Second connects, as does the Crush. The poison comes out, but a good shield will detract any of the damage.
Just a little bite
should be
off
Gold
of the
Fury now.
HP bar for Hu Yi. Release still around the Gold Fury, started by the Hunter, zoning by, well, everybody else.
Surprised they didn't just commit to that fully. I'm really, really surprised they didn't just go all in. They had the opportunity to continue the Gold Fury there, especially after forcing TeeVee out. Lispy got very unlucky with finding the kill, but they could have taken the Gold Fury still off the back of it, and they chose not to and just play it safe.
Meanwhile, Assisting Foot, Proxy Far, just still here on the tower.
That was the Mystical Mail beatdown that was online a little bit earlier than the other one that just really added the pressure to it.
We're actually going to see solo lane tower. Will we see it fall? Most likely. Yes, it will. Dust comes here a little bit too late,
cavalry
but
charge.
Rotation out of TeeVee might be able to. Well, no, just saying hi.
I love how patient he's being with this as well, because he's got cavalry charge available, but he's not scared just yet. He was trying to. You saw TeeVee trying to bait it out so he could use the wall to stop him running away, but didn't even use it. Just went, all right, cool. How you doing? Hey guys.
Assisting Foot gets the tower, and just working in his favor. 1-to-1 of the kills, but Release Gaming still finding a way to put 2,000 in their lead. 2-2. We're in game 5, 15 minutes in.
Yeah, 15 minutes in, TeeVee going to farm up mid lane a little bit more as well. Khepri did return back to base for Gili there and finish off Heartward Amulet there, just to keep farming up and getting some extra protections for his team now.
Assisting Foot still, well, he's going to get knocked up. But he's still here. He's ready to fight. Dust has a long way back to his tower, so Dust has to play this side a little bit more carefully.
I mean, he's still got the Sun Cloud too, so it's a little bit difficult for him to find a pick on him. Even if we did see Lispy come over there and Cabrakan with a blink initiation, he could easily, just immediately jump into the cloud, get away from it, and wait for reinforcements for his team. The big key for Juice here for me is not give away the Gold Fury again. A second Gold Fury is a big detriment, especially when you've got a Scylla on your team with such a great Gold Fury secure. You can't give them away for free.
You absolutely can't. Those become more powerful throughout the game, obviously, but it's just, that's how we've seen Release really do it, just step by step by step, and Gold Fury seems to be one of the big parts of their puzzle. Gili is going to get knocked up, he's going to get stunned, he's going to get silenced. But he's also going to get out.
Release Gaming just very, very patient with that. I expect him to fully commit and pick up the Gili there because he used Abduct. He had no form of escape whatsoever. Would have had to ult himself. Oh, I like that Spirit Ball attempt though. That was sweet.
Here comes Lispy right under the tower.
Oh, no.
Stuck is Purified. He's got nowhere to go. And the damage out of Lispy, enough. Purified's going to fall. TeeVee comes down on top of 2, but it's not enough as Crey takes out the jungler. TeeVee and the rest of his team in a little bit of trouble. Juice are only 3 members strong, and Release with all 5 heading right to the goal.
And there's nothing we can see from Dust coming over here to support because he's under pressure on his tier 2 tower on the right-hand side. Lispy trading off with Gili, just keeping him busy. Meanwhile, Transonics, he's going to swing around to the Gold Fury and find that there's a nice, friendly Isis waiting to keep him busy.
Gold Fury down to 10. This is all Releases.
He's blind, he's blind. Oh. I actually thought he completely did not know that Lispy was coming back in. I was like, oh, he's going to get killed.
Nope. Transonics still here. But the bit of warning that you just gave to Juice that you don't want to see them give up another Gold Fury, fortunately for Release, it goes their way. They're leading now by 4.
Now, what actually happened there, which was the biggest key of that whole fight, was the fact that Purified used Sentinel to get back to mid lane.
Yep.
Lispy recognized it, Clow communicated it, they all inned him, picked him. TeeVee and Gili then initiate to try and turn it around. Instead, they get picked up as well, and it turns up the fight, it turns up the Gold Fury.
It's that punishment for using those escape abilities in a non-escape fashion. You see it so often. I guess the most iconic example, Hindu, is the Agni. I think a siren goes off in every town across America when an Agni uses the dash.
Well, it's like a Neath as well. A Neath backflip is the sign of like, Neath has no backflip, let's go.
Exactly. Sentinel here, I mean, we see Puri just use it casually to get back under his tower.
I don't think he expected the blink initiation from Lispy. Exactly. The I'm a Monster response was great, but an even better wall that came out just to keep him pinned in.
Smoked. Nowhere to go.
Rough situation for Juice Gaming now because Release control this game. They do have the threat of Scylla at the late stage of the game with a Xbalanque. Going to mention that again because every time I have mentioned it, we've gone to 60 minutes and that team's won when I've talked about hyper carries so far. So
you're just confirming that we're going to go 60 minutes?
I'm just confirming we're probably going to go 60 minutes because we've got hyper carries and I've been right so far about it. Just like every free FP week.
Awesome. I'm so excited. Blink to no one.
Where does... I don't know. Lispy's really strange because like he does somewhere. I'm like,
and then you have the play that we just saw against.
Are you okay? And then you like fear no evil the ground and stuff. And you're like, what? And then you do that play against like you said against Purified. I'm like,
to be fair, to be completely fair, Hindu Man, that is the Shing that we have seen forever. The player is on a serious note, not even being funny here. Shing has always made some questionable plays, but has also made some completely highlight reel top 10 caliber executions. And that's really what we're seeing here today. We're seeing some oopses, some questionable decisions, and then we're seeing Shing absolutely destroy it. So Lispy still continuing.
Juice though, 2-2, have tied this one back up. They've been, to be fair, they've been down every stage of this competition so far. They went down 1-0 to Release at the beginning, and then Release went up 2-1 again, and Juice clawed it back. They've got to take the lead for the first time.
Well, I mean, Juice in the game and out of the game have been playing reactionary. They're just following up to what Release has been giving them. As you said, that initiation in the mid lane, the very first one where TeeVee came down and they got punished and Juice got punished for it, that was the first time we really saw Juice. It was one of the first, I mean, we
saw the Awilix in one of the games where he went over to the dual lane, found the kill, but it got turned around on immediately. So it didn't work out as well, but this time Lispy can still looking for more. Look at the threat that he's giving off. He's not even got blink. He's just like, rah, and he's just backing away immediately, expecting the blink to come and the full play.
Juice walking all over this ward. They have no idea that Release know exactly where they are.
No, but it doesn't like Release really want to contest it because they saw 4 members there.
There's 4 people there.
And obviously, you know, with Crey on the other side of the map, they weren't going to find a rotation for it. Dust at the moment, though, has done it okay to hold the tier 2 tower and bring back the tier 1. But look at assisting foot here. He's starting to make the rotations more often than not away from that lane now, which has to be something they've got to keep an eye on. Both these solo lanes about to hit 20 soon.
Hammer tossed out by TeeVee to try and clear a little bit. Mid lane tower not going to fall here, but a large chunk going to be taken out by Release.
Large chunk of lead. Spirit Ball going to hit onto Gili as well, but blink initiation from Lispy looking for Purified. A lot of aggression onto him. TeeVee's in the air though, going to dunk down. Doesn't find a target, however.
Just barely misses. There's the Isis ultimate to help out. Everybody's fine on the side of Release.
You say that, but Guan Yu on the left-hand side just did some great work to Dust, and that is a big wall of walls into a Thor wall that just pins his own teammates in.
Crey
that was disgusting.
Freya out the front side, and TeeVee falls alongside Transonics. The mid lane is incredible as Crey picks up the second part of a double kill, forces Dust into the air. This mid lane tower is gone, and Release Gaming very quickly make explosions go down, and both towers in mid are gonna fall.
Poor TeeVee just made an execution pit for his own team because Lispy puts down the walls of Cabrakan and he traps them in there with his own wall. Brutal, and now they're going to lose Gold Fury as well, more than likely to Release Gaming. That's just this second spawned. What good timing.
Oh man, Lispy waiting here. Surprise! Purified, he does have a way out.
He's quite tanky now too, especially with that Void Stone as well, so can eat a bit more magical damage and physical damage too. So he's just going to be able to walk around, zone them all out. Another Gold Fury to Release Gaming. This is a different game than any of them we've seen so far, though. And maybe game one is the very similar one to this one.
Yeah.
That's about it.
This is... Wow, what a powder keg that last engagement was. 22.5 on the clock, 6-1. Read the kills, and Release find themselves 9,000 plus gold in the lead. This is a tempo shift. This is a game changer.
We're talking about 1,000 experience every 2-minute advantage. That's the key here. Every 2 minutes is another 1,000 experience ahead for Release Gaming. And that is really impactful at 22 minutes in when you're starting to see people start to reach level 20.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've got a level 20 Guan Yu. Isis is level 19.
You've got one kill. That's where you want to be looking out, really.
Ooh.
One kill. And it was on a gap. It's not the best situation you want to find yourselves in right now. Juice Gaming really up against it.
You know, if
they
you
still,
want
they still have the Scylla, right?
If you want to look at the sunny side of the egg, Hindu man, the one kill is on Xbalanque, so he's stacking the passive.
It's 5 damage.
5 power.
5 damage, 5 power. Tomatoes. At late game.
It's all a part of stepping in the right direction.
Tell me about that 5 power, right? When the next time Ho Yi hits him with that crit.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm trying to show both sides of the coin
Of
here.
course, and I'm saying Scylla late game.
So Juice Gaming, realistically, 10K down, likely to be 10.5 as the 500 gold. Going to go the way of Release. No sense in defending a tier 1.
This is just wise, though, from Release Gaming. Even though they're winning the game, they've still sent assisting Thor over to the solo lane. Because he's really dealing with Dust very, very well in this lane on this Guan Yu. And there's no real response from the Sun Wukong. You can see him being beaten down in the health bars at the moment over on this right-hand side, which means that he's got to keep the pressure on.
Release, they're up 10,000. They're pushing down this left lane tower. Why don't we take a listen to hear how this team is going on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stun the Scylla here.
Nope.
She's really weak. She's so weak, man.
Nice.
Nice. Shove this.
Yo, come here, Caesar. I have ice salt.
Don't yet.
Okay,
don't
yeah. You're right.
Blink not. Only ult if you need.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to TP to this tower.
Just focus tower.
I'm
Focus tower.
just gonna get this, I think.
Yep.
We could go. We could just honestly. We could go right Phoenix too. We should.
Yeah, stun. Oh, nice try. Be careful, careful. Don't play over aggressive.
Back up a bit. You're taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, I have a. If he I'm gonna wall up Khepri here.
I have ice salt. They won't go in. They won't go in.
Back.
I can free
Nice.
you too unless two.
What the fuck?
I don't know what's going on.
My ice salt like fucked up.
Guys, back off. Gong might go
Back
deep.
up.
Yeah, back up.
My
We
soul
don't have
popped
fire. Let's
instantly.
not be. I
I'm
know
gonna
we're up a lot of gold, but
Free
whatever.
two.
I'm gonna shop. Okay, I have a lot of gold.
Yeah, we got tier 2.
Khepri's chasing you, Gab. Keep running.
13k advantage.
You should be okay. Yeah. Nice. I'm gonna look to stun for you if I can.
We can actually maybe kill.
Yeah,
we can kill.
Xbalanque's coming. Be careful.
Careful, guys.
Yep, we're out.
Go, you careful.
I'm shopping. I have a lot of gold.
I'm gonna get left. Other down.
I'm actually gonna.
I'm backing.
Yeah, get buffs and go bait fire.
I'm going Jam Bicep.
Again, I want to repeat again how important Lispy has been to this crew. I mean, you heard it, Hindu man, right there. Don't be over aggressive. You heard a couple of players saying we can get a Phoenix. We might even be able to get right Phoenix. You heard Assisting Foot saying I'm going to get this tower, no problem. Right? Everybody very confident, and the voice of reason is Shing. Don't play over aggressive, guys. Very simply.
Well, he's been in those spots before where they have played over aggressive, you know, so he's been down that road. He's got
exactly.
He's bought the T-shirt. Is the best way I want to put it. But they do get both tier 2 towers, which is key there. I love the switch off.
Yeah, very important to keep that there. So, love the decision making, or more importantly, I love that the fact that the players are listening to him. It's very easy to say, all right, bud, you know, you're the old man. Okay, good for you. I'm going to do what I want. But it's important to see just how much of a unit that these guys have quickly become. Don't forget, Lispy, a new addition.
Yeah, Lispy a new addition, and he's doing good work from Clow alongside him. I mean, in the mid lane, he's been relatively a supportive role, is what I want to say in this mid lane. Nothing spectacular from Clow, but what he's done is he knows when he needs to initiate for the most part, and maybe he makes the odd mistake here or two of them, a little bit like Lispy, but for the most part, he's done what he needed to do for his team and allow the rest of them to work around him.
It's really a unit, is what I'm seeing here. A unit led specifically by Lispy, but I mean, you heard, it was actually really funny. I took a note of how matter-of-factly Release noted their 13,000 gold lead. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Yeah, we're up 13K.
But they know 13K can swing in an instant. I mean, when you've got that many towers on your side, if you lose one fight,
and they've seen 15K swing to a loss, right?
Yep, exactly.
So in this set, Gili
We'll talk about loss.
Well,
Gili's dead.
Gili's in a lot of trouble. He's going to ult himself.
Just kill him.
TeeVee will provide some resistance. That's a triple stun. Gili, he's dead.
No, he's not.
Not dead.
No, he's not dead. And now I'm a monster's available. Purified needs to find a dunk on something soon. No, leapt away. Does Crey.
I love the decision from Crey to jump right in the same spot.
Just hang in the air. Why? You don't need to jump down. But now with those ultimates being on cooldown, they could just go straight back to the Fire Giant.
That's exactly where Release is headed. Right to the Fire Giant. Already started up. Freya on Geb. Going to be playing goalie. He's here in the corridor, trying to stop anything that Juice can throw at him by way of this way.
Blink,
strong against Fury.
Keeping him busy more than anything else. Meanwhile, on the backside, the Fire Giant has fallen down.
No, Fire Giant has stopped.
Reset.
Reset the Fire Giant.
TeeVee came in.
Release now looking for TeeVee. Lispy gets credit for that one. TeeVee gonna fall. And the continuation is all in Release's hands. Lispy now looking onto Dust. Dust uses Ox to get away. Space has been created. Release can fall back to the Fire Giant. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Gili is here. He's going to show his face.
Down. The key's putting a ward down, so yeah, you can see Dust get in here with the teleport. He'll get in just in time. We should stop Release from trying to aggress on this unless they can really get something working, because now Transonics is here. The wall's going to zone him out. I think the call has been made to try and rush the Fire Giant, but they choose not to.
I'm not seeing the Fire Giant fall. No, it's been leashed one more time. Release will not commit to this because of how much disruption Juice has to their hands.
Got to be very, very careful, and that's the key there. I think that's why we saw the ultimate come out from Lispy, is he wanted his team to execute that Fire Giant quickly, and they chose not to. Instead, they're going to reinitiate one more time.
One more time, and this time, Fire Giant
They've
down
got better
to 50.
ults this time.
This time, Fire Giant down to 30. Fire Giant's
going to
fall.
No.
Release picking up no problem. Purified ultimate off the table as he tries to do something, but it doesn't come up strong. Beats avoids the stun out of Guan Yu, but not the stun out of Geb. Khepri ult. Puri over the wall.
Really good ult from Gib.
Right into
ISIS.
Look where he is. Right into ISIS. Crey picks up Gili. Puri is still alive, but by the skin of his teeth, Crey picks up Puri. That's 2 for the Hunter on the side of Release.
This is game by the looks of it. Are we going to see Release gaming? Knockout Juice gaming after an excessive, crazy best of 5.
Strong wall by TeeVee. Now surrounded, forced into the air. He's got 40 HP to his name. He's going to land safely in the back line. Dust and Transonics, the only people here to play defense for the Phoenix on the right side of the map.
Dust can't find their way into the backside to the targets he wants to. The Phoenix is falling. The wall is going to zone off the members of Juice Gaming from defending. Phoenix should fall any moment.
Cabrakan using his stuff for utility rather than pure aggression. The right side Phoenix falls because of it. Release going to slink back. Look for not the Phoenix. They're going to play it safe.
Wait for the members to group up together. That's the key more than anything else. Put the poke on TeeVee, back away, rinse, repeat, reset. But look at that. A lot of pressure on Crey then. Bit of shine, bit of a sign there of his over-aggression, which we've seen a couple of times out of him.
Release fake to be safe, and then come right on back down the middle lane.
Silence.
Cooldowns are up. Clow gets credit for TeeVee off of the assist of Xing. Continuing down this mid lane, throwing the Spirit Ball right through the Phoenix is enough to get Phoenix number 2. 1 is dead for Juice. There are 4 here to play defense. Is it enough?
Take the third Phoenix, that's what they need to do. Just take it safe. They're waiting for fire minions to pour down, so they're going to spin around to the left. Crey took a lot of damage again for free. Transonics pops the ultimate. They may have to try and make a stand here, Juice Gaming. It's 1 to 10 in kills, and the final Phoenix should fall down very soon.
Double stun coming out onto 2 members of Juice Gaming. Crey has dropped the Suns. Gili is going to fall, as well as the Firebird. Just a couple more basics. There it is.
Complete.
That's the 3rd Phoenix, folks. Release have nothing standing in the way between them and the Titan. The Titan already down to 70%, and the kills keep coming. Dust does provide some defense. He picks up Lispy. TeeVee drops on down, looking to provide the defense.
They did
but
it!
It's not enough.
They did
Release
it!
head directly to the finals. They'll be facing Eager tomorrow afternoon.
There's no emotion. They're just dead. They're like, gee. Who? That was such a long day.
It's been 4+ hours of Smite here in a 5-game series, hard fought by both of these teams, and at the end, after a series that we're used to seeing 45, 50, 55-minute games, Hindu, the last one ends in 32.
Very, very quick 32 minutes as well. And it was like they broke the back of the game halfway through it. And once that was done, that one fight just won them completely. For me, it was all about when they got the blink from Lispy onto Purified, who was sentineling over the wall.
It was also about the transition. We saw a lot of Lispy just absolutely transition from being pure aggression into utility man, and really that acceptance of the role is what allowed this game to end. So as we see here on the brackets, Eager won their match earlier against Elevate. That'll bring them into the finals, and with the recent win that we just saw, that'll bring Release into the finals as well. 3rd place, of course, will be played again alongside the finals. We'll be able to catch that tomorrow as well. Juice taking on Elevate. And don't forget, this is for all of the marbles. The winner tomorrow, the winner of tomorrow's finals of Eager versus Release, will be able to take their trip to Atlanta for the Smite World Championship Xbox Invitational. And with everything in the books, folks, we do have one of the star players of this squad. We've got Lispy, a.k.a. Shing, here alongside of us. Congratulations on the win. Straight up, I mean, it's been 5 games. How are you feeling?
Tired. I had overlay, so I had probably 2 hours of sleep in the airport. And then I had to come here right away and play my games, and I'm just really tired. But I'm glad we won, finally.
Talk to me about your blinks. Because it felt like you were on PC.
Yeah.
1 minute you were amazing, the next minute...
Yeah, like, with the Y sensitivity on the Xbox controller, it's a little bit kind of hard to use.
Okay.
So sometimes my Y-axis is too close to my character, so I blink too short. And it's really hard to see with a big character like Cabrakan because they're so tall that, like, you just can't see the targeter. So sometimes I overestimated, I think. But, I mean, it worked out. I like Cabrakan against, so...
Well, so that's one of the sort of adjustments you've had to make in the negative department coming to the Xbox. But what positive experience, what did you bring from PC to really help you and your team out?
I mean, just my experience, I guess. Yeah. Like, transitioning to the Xbox, there's not a lot of competitive junglers. So, I mean, I just feel like I kind of have that edge over certain ones. Yeah. So, being able to use that to my advantage, I can kind of help my team. And also, I'm really happy to be a part of this team because I finally feel like I'm a part of a team that has a bunch of really good carry players. So it allows me to kind of try and play those supporty gods that I need to, and let them carry.
With a lot of what you did during that, we heard listening to your comms quite a lot between those games, and we could just hear you going, guys, just back it up a little bit. Let's just play it a little bit safer the whole time, you know?
Hearing Shing as the voice of reason was
I know.
An interesting turnaround.
We were saying it's like that. You've been in those situations yourself before. You'd be like, no, let's not throw this time, you know?
Yeah.
Talk about throws like that game 4.
I know that was a heartbreaker, but they did the same thing. So
they did. It's true. We're backwards and forwards.
But I just try and be positive for my team. Coming from the PC, I know I haven't had that good of a reputation to my teams. Sometimes I might get salty or something like that. So I'm trying with this team on Xbox to really keep it cool and keep them, their heads focused. When someone messes up, say it's okay, no big deal. Just unless it's really bad.
They seem focused coming into this one by the looks of it. I mean, you defeated Juice, who a lot of people were saying were #1 for this tournament, potentially, especially after the recent scrim records, and you knocked him down to minimum 3rd.
Yeah. I feel like Eager is, might be the best team.
Okay.
Juice is pretty good, but I feel like Eager is probably the best, if not us.
What was the hardest part about going up against Juice in this last best of 5?
Man, that Willick sometimes just really got me out of position, got my team out of position, and we weren't really expecting it at times. Sometimes I'd get pulled, and I wouldn't have my beads up, or my team, and then we'd just be like, oh god, a Willick's, and ban it. And then New Wah as well.
And the New Wah.
The New Wah was just, all he does is sit under his tower, throw his fog out, get farm.
Yeah.
Can't die. So why not pick something you can't die
That's
on?
some solo laser. Well, last question for you. Eager tomorrow. If you had to put your life on it, what would you say the scoreline would be?
It's a best of 5, right?
It's a best of 5.
Okay, great. 3-2 us.
3-2 you.
Yeah, without a doubt, it probably should go 5 games.
55-minute games again?
Hopefully not.
I hope I'm not
I'll-
casting
I'll
that one.
bet.
No, I'm joking. It'd be fun to cast it anyway. But thank you so much for joining us.
No
Yeah,
problem.
thank you so much for
Thank you
joining
for
us
having me.
again. Congratulations on your win. You're going to the finals, so we'll be able to check that out. Of course, tomorrow's broadcast begins at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so be able to check that out right here on the same Twitch channel. So thank you for watching. Congratulations, Shing, on the win. Tomorrow, Eager versus Release. We'll see you then, 11 a.m.